I see a lot of students wasting their time in learning coding for AI, but it doesn't work that way. I strictly do not recommend data science if
Everybody these days are talking about AI. Do you think it's worth the hype?
so. This is the right time for freshers to come into AI.
What do you expect from a candidate who's attending an interview?
You'll surely get rejected in the interview if you don't have a clear understanding of machine learning, AI, and LLMs.
Welcome to the Expert Talks on Gen AI. If you're a student or someone who is wanting to change your career into AI, this episode is for you. Today we have Harika, a seasoned AI professional with 7 years of experience and who has built 30 plus gaming applications using AI.
Hey Rohita, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking, Harika.
So I've been following White Scholars for a while. I truly appreciate your work in introducing AI to the students. I'm anytime happy to help.
So, Harika, tell us, how did you start your career in AI?
So I started my career as a functional QA. As the market evolved, I moved to automation QA, and now it's the time for AI. So I started AI 3 years back, and I'm doing reliability, scalability testing with AI. So with AI, I tested around 30 to 40 mobile applications and web applications. So I'm here as a tech lead. I'm here to connect AI with people today.
That's great, Harika. Everybody these days are talking about AI. Do you think it's worth the hype?
Absolutely, because AI is everywhere. Even students are using AI to resolve their day-to-day queries. So it is into all the markets now: IT, finance, healthcare, design, films, content creators everywhere. So I strongly recommend everyone to get into AI and make their life and jobs easy. So I heard a few myths that AI can replace jobs. It's not like AI replace humans, but people who know AI can replace people who don't know AI. So I strongly recommend everyone to get into AI.
So, Harika, if a fresher has to get into generative AI, what do you think will help?
So the basic requirement would be asking prompts. Asking right prompts at the right time with right context is important. And then a minimum programming language basic is important. For example, you can take Python. So a minimum of variables, loops, and small function experience would be important. And then I suggest them to get into mini projects in deep learning and machine learning. And then working on generative tools is important. And I suggest them to do some mini projects on Netflix recommendations. If they are interested in healthcare, they can do cancer recommendations, any agentic AI like chatbot conversation projects and get certified first.
So, how is the job market for freshers for generative AI or data science?
So to be genuine, there's a lot of demand in India for AI resources, but the supply is very less. So it is said that around only 15 to 20% skills with AI resources are being hired now, and we need a lot more. So this is the right time for freshers to come into AI.
Absolutely. That is the reason White Scholars have started the program of data science and generative AI to train more students and also to ensure that the industry needs are met.
That's a great approach. I truly appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Coming back to my next question, if there is a non-coder student, can they enter into data science or generative AI? If yes, can you tell us the roadmap?
Absolutely, why not? Non-coders can easily get into generative AI and data science. So they first need to understand the prompts and giving context. And in choosing any programming language would definitely help. So Python is a friendly language. They can start with it. They can start learning minimum variables, loops, and chains. And understanding deep learning and machine learning and working on LLMs, doing small projects. And if not into AI, then they can start with data science, data analytics, doing Power BI and Excel, and then moving ahead.
Absolutely. So, do you think data analytics is also going to help their career?
Like similarly, like AI, data analytics is also running on a high demand now, because understanding the patterns is important everywhere, even in Netflix, Swiggy, food delivery apps, IT industry, criminal case investigations, medical care, everywhere. Understanding the patterns and analyzing the data and giving output to increase the business is in vast demand now.
If someone have to get into data analytics, what are the skill sets that you recommend?
So if you really want to come into data world but you're not comfortable with deep learning and machine learning, then I would suggest you to learn SQL, Excel first, and then go with Tabview and Python. and then build some insights and dashboards which can really help you.
Between data analytics and data science, which career option according to you is the best?
I strictly do not recommend data science if you're not good at mathematics and predictions. I suggest you to go to data analytics if you are good at insights and dashboards, or else you can choose data science if you're good at mathematics and predictions. So both have equal market range, both are high in demand. So it's based on your convenience.
Perfect. As a team lead of generative AI at EPAM, what do you expect from a candidate who's attending an interview?
You'll surely get rejected in the interview if you don't have a clear understanding of machine learning, AI, and LLMs. So, I want him to be clear about machine learning, AI, and then generative AI tools. So, he should have at least one programming language basics and experience on APIs and database. And real time project scenarios or real time writing AI use cases would be an added advantage. Also, he should have an open mindset and ability to learn and shift between AI tools is a mandatory.
That's amazing. Thanks for that insight. Can you give us one tip for students who are starting their career in 2026?
Sure, I see a lot of students wasting their time in learning coding for AI, but it doesn't work that way. The students need to learn how to write prompts and they need to have real time hands on experience on mini projects, writing real time use cases, working on tools, real time hands on experience, and getting a certificate first.
That's cool. I think it is important that students know that it's not just about coding, but also understanding the real time projects, which requires a lot of other skills. I hope our students get a clear picture about how to start their journey in Gen AI. And apart from that, the other areas of interest can be explored with the insights that you gave. So, thank you so much once again for your time. And I hope you enjoyed, talking to us.
It's my pleasure being a part here. I hope you keep motivating and do the same great work in introducing AI to bulk of students in the coming years because market has that demand.
Absolutely. Thank you so much once again for your time. And I hope you enjoyed, talking to us.